Hello again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music, and I'm so glad that you are here choosing to spend some of your time with me once again. It's been a little bit since Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and will continue to have a wonderful holiday season. We're going to do some Dan Vasc reactions. I've had several additional donation requests for Dan Vasc songs. And so this next 3 Mondays, I believe, starting with today, uh, and maybe more if we get more donations, we'll be doing Dan Vasc every Monday. So, that'll be fun. Today we're doing Poker Face, cover Dan Vasc and Victor the Guitar Nerd covering Poker Face by Lady Gaga. The original song came out in 2008. My goodness, that makes me feel old. This cover came out in 2019. So I think that's all there is to say. I'm loving all of the Dan Vasc stuff. Again, thank you so much to the amazing fan base that Dan has. Obvious that y'all are huge supporters of his and keep up with his stuff. And that is super cool. Always love to see an engaged fan base because that's not always how things are, right? Y'all are super cool, super respectful, and I've been having a wonderful time breaking down his incredible performances. So let's do it. I have to say, I've never really listened to this song, like other than hearing it on the radio at the mall or something. Okay, so first of all, there's this very interesting effect on the voice. I don't know what you call that effect. I've never been good at identifying things like that, but it's got some sort of you know, a little bit of a reverb, a little bit of a distortion on the voice, something along those lines. Um, and so my normal thing with these Dan Vasc reactions, which is to really, really examine exactly how he's emoting and those sort of things. It's a little trickier to do that when the voice is not, you know, raw. But this is a relatively like simple song, and so I don't know like how much of a super crescendo, incredible vocal hit it's gonna have. Like, a lot of these Dan Vasc songs have really, really, really impactful climactic moments. And I don't really know that this song necessarily has that. Obviously, he's having a good time, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That kind of like, I'm sorry to pause again. That kind of like emergence into his more traditional way of singing there, that kind of guttural, kind of entry, I guess, for his. It's like the first part is backup vocals, and this is his actual vocals. I guess is one way that I could think about that. That sounds pretty cool. I do have to say that. Stay with me. Here we go. And after she's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on her arm. I'll get her heart, show her what I've got. He's definitely having a good time. I'll get her heart, show her what I've got. Carrot pie, no, she can read my poker face. He's got me like nobody. Carrot pie, no, she can read my poker face. He's got me like nobody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I definitely wasn't expecting it to go as hard as it does. Super fun. um, it's just it's such a joy to see like so much pulled out of a song that I like necessarily don't like have much regard for. Never really cared about any Lady Gaga song, and so again, other than just hearing it, it's part of the culture. I just heard someone compare things like that, like pop culture type things, to like bugs on your windshield, right? It's like stuff that hits. You didn't ask for it. You're not trying to get that, but it like sticks onto your windshield and you have to like scrape it off later. It's like certain things pop culture wise, even if you try to avoid pop culture. And I wouldn't necessarily say that I try to avoid it. It's just not how I spend my time. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, but yeah, this level of intensity coming to this song is quite entertaining. That's very deep too. Very deep vocals. I love the double bass on this song. That's a lot of fun. Also, I didn't think about this, until this last kind of verse, but a lot of this song is very percussive when it comes to the vocals. So, obviously the pop, 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 pop with the poker face, but then even the verses themselves, it's a lot of like heavily accented first word or heavily accented every word. It's just very like it's like the song "Machine Gun" by Portishead a little bit. Not the vocals, but the that was a horrible comparison. It's like a gun. But yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I'm gonna let it play longer this time. I'm enjoying this thoroughly, and I love how much he's bringing to the performance of this. Amazing. Victor is doing a great job with the guitars too. Okay, we're gonna do this delicate moment here from the beginning again. It sounds like this would hurt his voice a lot. I'm sure that he's doing things the right way, and it's partially because of the effect on his voice is probably why I feel this way. It sounds like it would hurt your voice, be damaging to your voice. Some of that really, really deep stuff. Um, but I said this already. It's just so obvious that he's having such a blast doing this. Victor's backing work is excellent. I don't know who did the drum stuff. The drum sequencing. It sounds like it's not a real drum set. Um, but I mean, that's great. It sounds great. It all sounds great. And it's just so funny. It's so funny. Like, okay, my first album that I ever bought with my own money was Even Worse by Weird Al, which I bought for $0.25 at a garage sale down the street from where I lived. And like, so I love parodies and I love, humor in music and all that stuff. I love it. This is not a funny song necessarily. It's just, the energy. It's almost like the Blues Brothers or something. I love that movie, but it's serious and also extremely funny. You know. Fighting that out. Played with his hair a lot.
Hey, my friend, so glad to see you today. Jesus Christ, that was intense. So me and Victor decided to fix this song. I think it's sounding pretty good now. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. As always, a huge thank you to my dear patrons. It's because of them that I am able to do music for a living. Thank you so much, guys. FYI, I did other male versions of female singers in this channel previously. Here's all of them in a single playlist for you to watch. I hope to see all of you next time, my friends. Until then, have yourselves an epic day.
Okay, I have completed the request of watching the entire video and not cutting it off. That was just so much fun. I kind of feel like, because I've seen Dan on X, Twitter, a little bit. Sometimes I have to just scroll random by because he has videos of his covers on there, and they'll just autoplay. And it's like, I don't want to hear this. I got to react on my channel if I'm going to listen to it. And so sometimes I have to ignore what he's posting. But he talks about cultural stuff and some of these things. He's on panel discussions and different things, podcasts. And so I kind of get his vibe, and I'm very much a libertarian in the lowercase L sense of the word. Ideologically, philosophically libertarian, but the so he and I align very well on a lot of things, but I kind of get the vibe that he doesn't necessarily have the highest regard for some of this music either, right? Lady Gaga generally, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know anything about Lady Gaga, so maybe I shouldn't say too much there. But anyway, I think that little comment about fixing the song is just kind of a jab at that. That's what it sounded like to me. This one, it's not as much to pick apart. It's not so much to spend time on, like in some of these performances that we've reacted to here on the channel already, but it is enjoyable as all heck to watch. So thank you very much. And I feel horrible. I forgot to mention at the beginning, this is another request from Third Gen Camaro Guy. So Third Gen Camaro Guy, sorry to make you wait till the end, but thank you very much for the donation request. You too can request songs over on the Buy Me a Coffee page, linked in the description. And if you do that, I will react to those Monday and Wednesday, just in the order they're received, basically. I'll mix it up if there's a bunch of duplication of the same artist. But, if you'd like to make a donation request for Dan or any other artist, put that over on the Buy Me a Coffee, whatever you're comfortable with. And you can also become a member of the channel for as little as $1 a month. If you do that, it helps me keep doing what I do. And I really appreciate it. It also lets you see when donation requests are coming up, it lets you have access to the Google Sheet where we track all that. And you got my original music too if you like weird electronic music. So there you go. All right. Thank you all so much. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. I will see you then.